Airbnb's other short-term rentals have felt the impact of COVID-19. Our Nicole Camarda has more on how the virus has affected vacation rentals here in Idaho.
A recent survey of over 1,000 people revealed that guests are fearful of staying in an Airbnb or short-term rental due to COVID-19.
We found that 47% of hosts said that they currently don't feel safe renting to guests, while on the flip side, 70% of guests said they're currently fearful to stay at an Airbnb right now.
The fear? How clean the rental is. On Airbnb's website, they have a list of cleaning guidelines that they expect their host to follow when preparing a home for a guest.
I would definitely recommend spot cleaning upon arrival, even if, say you looked at an Airbnb and said that they were doing these cleaning procedures. Ultimately, I think you should be comfortable, where you're staying, so you have the control over what you want to clean.
While Airbnb hosts are expected to follow these guidelines, it's still a good idea to inspect and clean your rental upon arrival. Wipe down shared items like silverware, utensils, and even sink faucets to ensure that they are clean.
You can also do it with linens and towels. I would also recommend wearing protective gear while you clean, so maybe gloves, the stuff that you do, if you were in an office or in a shared space.
Greg Catling manages an Airbnb in McCall. He says he is making sure all of the common surfaces are cleaned up to the CDC standard.
We just read through just the CDC guidelines of basically just making sure that everything is wiped down, providing extra like face masks and gloves and things like that, just for guests to use.
Greg says that he did see a drop in reservations in March, around the same time the shelter-in-place order began.
So no one really came, but then as soon as May started and they opened things up again, things have really, really ramped up to the point where they're probably not far off of what you would expect if this wasn't if there wasn't a pandemic.
I'm Nicole Camarda, Idaho News 6.